Right on the southern edge of Cuba, there's a small but controversial piece of land under American control, the Guantanamo Bay Naval Base. But how did the United States get a military base inside Cuba, a country it has clashed with for decades? It all goes back to the Spanish-American War of 1898. The U.S. helped Cuba gain independence from Spain. In return, Cuba was forced to sign the Platt Amendment in 1901, which gave the U.S. the right to intervene in Cuban affairs and the right to lease land for naval bases. In 1903, the U.S. signed a lease for Guantanamo Bay, about 117 square kilometers of land and water. The rent was just $2,000 in gold coins per year back then, later adjusted to $4,085 annually. Today, the U.S. still sends checks to Cuba, but Havana has refused to cash them for decades, rejecting the agreement as illegal. After Fidel Castro's revolution in 1959, relations between Cuba and the U.S. collapsed. Castro demanded the base be returned, but Washington refused, especially during the Cold War, when Guantanamo became a critical outpost against Soviet influence in the Caribbean. Today, Guantanamo Bay remains America's oldest overseas naval base. Officially, it supports Navy operations and serves as a logistics hub, but it is far more famous and controversial for hosting the Guantanamo Bay detention camp established in 2002 to hold suspected terrorists after 9/11. Critics call it a symbol of human rights abuses, while U.S. officials argue it is vital for security. So why does America still hold on to Guantanamo Bay? For Washington, it's about strategic control, a secure foothold in the Caribbean, close to shipping lanes and within reach of Latin America. For Cuba, it's a painful reminder of lost sovereignty. Over a century after the lease was signed, the U.S. flag still flies over Guantanamo Bay. What began as the spoils of war has become one of the world's most disputed pieces of land, a tiny bay that tells a much bigger story about power, politics, and history.